So, what is live streaming and why should you care? Well, there's lots of reasons and we're going to cover them in this video. Now, first of all, let me give you a brief introduction to live video streaming. Live video streaming means that you can stream video live from a device, generally a smartphone, to anybody else who happens to have the app installed either on their smartphones or, in the case of the software we're going to be talking about in this video, which is Facebook Live, on their computer or tablet device as well. And having live video streaming is a bit like having your own TV station. You can broadcast your own programming anytime that you want to anyone who has the equipment that's necessary to pick it up. However, unlike with a real TV station where you need a studio with lots of cameras and lighting and all sorts of other stuff, and you need a control gallery with lots of expensive equipment and highly trained technicians, and you need a stonking great transmitter tower to transmit the signal to a local area, or you need a satellite uplink if you're going to be broadcasting your TV station on satellite or cable. With live video streaming, and in particular with Facebook Live, all you need is a smartphone and the app. Now, of course, the concept of video streaming has been around for a while. Skype, in particular, has been a feature for many years. And a lot of people say, well, isn't Skype live video streaming? Well, yes and no. You see, Skype limits the number of people that you can share video with. You can have a one-on-one video conversation with somebody over Skype, or you can have a Skype conference call, but there is a limit to the number of people that you can share the video with. Now, Facebook Live allows video to be streamed publicly. Anyone who has the app or is among your Facebook friends can tune in and start watching at any time that you're broadcasting, that is. Also, unlike with regular TV, people can comment live, and that allows the person who's filming to view and respond to messages in real time. So, how are people using Facebook Live? Well, if you were to tune in to a Facebook Live signal, either on your smartphone or on someone's Facebook page, you're going to see things like people doing workouts while their phone films them, people chatting over a cup of coffee or a mug of tea on a particular topic. People lying in bed just staring into the camera. It's so new. It's only been out at the beginning of 2016 that some people just simply turn it on and just see exactly what it does. So you just find people lying in bed or sitting on the sofa staring into the camera. You'll find people playing musical instruments. You'll find people just simply talking randomly on any given subject that they want. You'll find people reading excerpts from books. You'll find people who are not really doing anything, but they just are getting on with their lives and they're letting the viewers watch them as they do that. And you'll find a whole lot more besides, especially as the app gets to be more and more well known and people think of different uses for it. But what's exciting is what's likely to happen as the technology progresses and the concept catches on. Now, live video streaming allows you to truly have eyes everywhere, and you can transport yourself anywhere in the world. And you can see what's going on through the eyes of others at the very moment that it's happening. Now, if you don't believe right now that live video streaming can get really big, then consider what would happen if there was a major world event right now. Now, let's assume that there's a big riot or a demonstration going on somewhere on the other side of the world to where you live. And let's imagine that there's a journalist in the press pack that's with the police at this demonstration. That journalist could have Facebook Live on their smartphone, and they could start streaming from the middle of the demonstration, from the middle of the crowd. So you could get a really good idea as to what's going on. It would be literally just like being there. You would see everything happening unedited in real time. So again, it would be just as if you were with this person right there in the middle of the demonstration, and you could see exactly what was going on. And in the future, we can also expect technology to progress and drive this forward further. Video fidelity will improve. At the moment, there's HD, which is pretty much standard. This is what you're watching this video in. 4K is starting to come in, and there's 8K and 16K just around the corner as well. So you're going to have a lot more options. Plus, at the moment, you can only use Facebook Live on a smartphone, but you can expect that you'll be able to stream from other cameras like a GoPro or something like that in the not too distant future, I would assume. So again, this is so new that it's going to really take off, and the options, we're only just starting to scratch the surface of the sort of things that you can do with live streaming video. Okay, now let's look at a few stats. Now, Facebook Live is so new that there aren't a lot of stats yet. But let's take a look at some of the competition, because Facebook Live is not, the first app that does this, although it does have a lot of features that some of the competitors don't have. And in particular, they don't have the power of Facebook behind them. Now, Periscope, which is probably Facebook Live's closest competitor, has over 10 million users. And Twitter purchased Periscope for an incredible $100 million before it launched. So you can see that Twitter saw the power of live streaming before Facebook did in many ways. Meerkat launched around the same time, and it had 120,000 users by the end of the first month. Twitch, which streams live video games, had 12 billion users at the end of 2014. That's the last figures that are available. But you can bet it's probably more now. And Blab is another new streaming app which shows promise with incredible engagement, and their average user spends 65 minutes a day watching videos on the platform. And even YouTube is starting to get into the act now, and YouTube live streams some events, and the E3 event in 2015 managed to attract a gigantic 8 million viewers within just 12 hours. So, as you can see, this is fantastic news. People see the huge potential of live streaming, and they're flocking to it. You should too.